Alright, welcome back to the channel. So today I want to go over assembling pvs7 collimators and also installing your night vision tube. So this is a pvs7 we're looking at right now. We are looking at where the lens goes. You'll see that there's two screws, and then off to the right side there's a notch. So the notch is a location indicator. So one thing to note, when you put this together and you have it turned on and you look through the lenses, if you see that your image is not aligned and your eyes are going crossed, what you need to do is unscrew those two screws and slightly move the collimator and then retighten. There's not a lot of room to move that collimator, but it does make a huge difference. So a little goes a long way. So if you install your tube and you look through your pvs7 for the first time and your eyes go cross-eyed, that is more likely your issue. Like I said, also when you go to assemble your unit, these screws, first put the screws in with the washers just barely enough to hold it into the housing, and then install your collimator. If you try to screw it in after you install the collimator, you'll never get this thing screws in. It's a pain in the butt. So just a note. Also, when you install your tube, do your best to clean the actual tube before you put in. Make sure you're using something that's certified or meant to clean the lens. Try blowing it off first. Use a brush, then use some lens cleaner if you need, but be very gentle. You don't want to scratch your actual tube. But again, once you install this, you may have to play with the collimator a little bit to get it so your eyes are not crossed, but it's a common thing. I put these together all the time, so if you run into that issue, that's all you need to do. I hope this video helps. If you ever have any questions with pvs7, let me know. It's kind of my my bread and butter. I have tons of these things laying around, so I do know quite a bit. So, all right, thanks for watching. All right, I actually wanted to add a few more things. So again, here we have a pvs7. Things to point out as well when you install your tube. Right here, there is a notch right here, and if you look at your tube, there is a notch on that as well. So what you want to do is line this up. Let's see if I can get this on video. It won't go in until you get the right angle. It just drops right in. As you can see, that notch lines up to the line in the pvs7 tube. Also, if I can hold this. All right, your objective lens, when you go to install this, be very careful that you don't cross thread it. So be very gentle. What I do is I put it on there and I actually back it out until I feel it kind of almost drop a little bit, and that lets me know if that's lined up, and then I slowly screw this in. It does not take much to cross thread this housing. So if you cross thread the housing's pretty much done. So be very careful when you're installing your tube and your objective lens right here. So also, if you look at your objective lens, there should be a gasket inside here. If you don't have one, you need one. Also, if you're installing a rear lens assembly to a front housing assembly, there should be a rubber gasket. So if you don't have one, if you go on eBay, there is a kit on there for 20 bucks. It gives you everything that you need.